Naririnig na ako. Can you hear me now?
Yes po, sir.
Recording in progress.
Hello sounds. Ayan, naririnig na. Hello. Okay. Sige. Ayan. Kasi nag-X yung ano ko, yung sa microphone. Okay, so I'll share it again. So saan na tayo banda? So dito na tayo sa mission. Okay. So ayan, and the next mission to embed culture of research and innovation. So I am expecting na may maganda yung ano yung culture of research that is being honed in the department kasi I think 2 weeks ago I sat as a panel in the presentation of thesis findings doon sa water resources, no? So and I found out na ang gaganda ng mga topic and really the students have exert their effort no pagdating sa research and may word na innovation dapat innovative yung mga topic natin sa research so ibig sabihin ginagawa so tingnan natin yung first mission so there is an access to educational opportunities so madaming mga very general yung perspective when we talk of educational opportunities 'di ba merong pwedeng sabihin about scholarship, pwedeng sabihin about your opportunities to join competitions, to join quiz bee, to develop your skills and so on. So we all expect na yan ang ginagawa ng college, ginagawa ng department. Second one is yung industry-based curricula. So okay tayo dyan. The third one is culture of research and innovation. So dapat both the faculty and the students are conducting research. So para maipakita natin na we are really towards becoming a national polytechnic university, no? The next is continuous develop faculty and employees. So hindi nyo yun role. So dapat si department inaayos din niya yung faculty niya. Dapat highest level of professionalism and level of expertise. Dapat may mga masters lahat. Mostly dapat may mga doctorate degree. Dapat nagre-research. Dapat nagpre-present ng papers. So doon natin makikita na talagang okay ang university if ganon ang lahat ng mga faculty. No? Then engage in public and private institutions and other stakeholders. So ito pwedeng about extension, pwedeng about research. This is all about collaboration. So dapat nakikipag-collab si PUP. Hindi lang siya dapat nabubuhay na siya lang, nagsosolo lang siya. So students and faculty activities should do collaboration activities to others institution either private man siya or public. And of course, to other stakeholders. Ito naman yung mga nasa industry, whether it is from the government also, halimbawa, yan, there are invitation, for example, from different agencies like DPWH, no, Irrigation Authority. Now we can do collaboration. Next is establish a strong presence and impact in the international academic community. Dapat makilala si PUP in the international arena, not only in the Philippines, if you really wanted to become the National Polytechnic. So yun yung mga target, yun yung mga mission na sana kailangan gawin natin para ma-attain si vision. So here are the institutional learning outcomes. Will not be doing the analysis no per one. So ano yung mga institutional learning outcome no with the revision of the curriculum to become an outcome based education yung OBE, we are actually assessing the outcomes. No, hindi in the old setup, it's not the outcome that being assessed. Ang ina-assess si student, ang ina-assess si teacher, sino ba si teacher, may masters ba siya, may doctorate ba siya, and so on. But this time, in the OBE setup, it is the outcome. Yung mga output lahat ng klase, yung output ng students ang mga ina-assess. Kasi doon mame-measure mo if everything is effective from the teaching learning environment up to the setup of the curriculum and so on. So ito yung mga learning outcomes na gusto ni PUP and it is institutional. So meaning ito yung outcome ng buong institution, ng buong university na kailangan ma-attain, no? Na kailangan ma-measure. So number one, critical and creative thinking. Yung mga graduates ba na develop yung critical and creative thinking? So yun yung question. So In the institutional learning outcomes, mostly ang pag-survey nito, if it is being attained after the graduation, after they land, depende doon. Dadaanan natin mamaya yung program educational objectives na sometimes it is after 3 years or 5 years na nag-graduate ka, then the institution will be looking after you kung nasaan na kayo, then they will be asking. So through survey, pati doon sa employer nyo. So number two, effective communication. So when you graduate, does the graduates are good in communication, both in written and in speaking? So yun yung mga tanong. So dapat expected na magagaling pag graduate nyo, magagaling. And definitely students pa lang tinitrain na ang mga students, no? Sa defense pa lang ng thesis, you are defending your thesis in English, na 'di ba? So ibig sabihin yung oral communication pa lang doon, tsaka yung written communication when you write the manuscript, medyo naayos na. So, marami pang mga subjects na nagre-require ng mga reports, di ba? You are required to submit mga term papers and so on. So, talagang i-develop. So hoping na yun yung outcome, yung effective communication. Strong service orientation. Dapat daw yung mga graduate should commit to service excellence to the people, to the clients ninyo, to the industry, and of course, as a Filipino, to the nation. So pag graduate nyo, dapat you commit to an excellent service. No, so walang corruption, 'di ba? When you become a civil engineer, when you work in the government, kung saan ka man mapunta na industry, so dapat excellent yung service mo. No, you are serving the clients, you are serving the people. The number four is adept and responsible use of development of technology. So, ang technology natin ngayon is very fast and ang facing eh. No, so we should actually use that one, but we should be responsible. Even in the use of social media, because it is a technology, no? The use of artificial intelligence like the chat GPT. No? So most schools, they allow students to use chat GPT in their reports, in their research, even for the faculty in their also mga term reports, they allow. But then there are policy on how you are going to use the chat GPT or those artificial intelligence. Kasi dapat meron accountability at dapat responsible ka na hindi siya pwedeng copy-paste lang. You can ask the chat GPT to do to perform an analysis or the discussion, pero hindi siya pwedeng kopyahin ng copy-paste talaga. No? You have to read, tapos you have to align with what you think na gusto mong ilagay sa report mo. The number five is passion for lifelong learning. So eto naman, dapat you let yourselves improve in a certain aspect. Now, when you graduate, syempre hindi ka na imo-monitor ni school na talagang day by day. So, may mga series of interviews na lang, mga survey, and so on. So, what will happen is, you should actually train yourselves. Na paano? You can pursue master's degree, doctorate degree. You can attend series of seminars, di ba? Mga webinars. If you become the member of your organization, kung civil ka man, you become member of the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers. So you should attend the National Convention, the Major Convention, at kung ano-anong mga activities. You can apply for other membership like to become an ASEAN engineer. So marami kang pwedeng gawin, no? To actually for this lifelong learning. Number six is leadership and organizational skills. Of course, the institution is expecting you to become leaders. Hindi na basta-basta lang na pag-graduate mo, pag-apply mo, you become just a site engineer of a certain construction company. So siguro naman after 3 years, after 5 years, you will be promoted. So yun yung isang outcome na kailangan ma-attain ng mga graduates. Next is personal and professional ethics. So, if you can see, ito yung mga nawawala. So, sa generation ngayon, no? Nawawala yung ethics na sinasabi. It's a very broad topic. You cannot say who is morally good, who is ethically good, 'di ba? But we follow the norms of the society. So dapat 'yun yung ina-adhere natin. Kaya nga kung titingnan mo in the Philippine setup, ang mga news, corruption dito, patayan doon, may ganitong issue dito, drugs doon, and so on. Kasi yun yung nawawala. No, even the professionals nawawala ng ethical principles and values. So sana as students dito pa lang sa institution, i-develop na natin 'yon. No, may mga subjects na naka link towards the development of ethics. Kaya nga yung curriculum natin is very holistic kasi number one, ito yung mga outcomes na gustong mangyari. So dapat si institution may ginagawang mga paraan to train the students in terms of ethics and values. Pero of course, dapat as a role model, dito magagaling siya sa top management, no, sa college, sa department, sa aming mga faculty, that we should also show ethics and values to all, especially to the students. Kasi paano ka naman susundin ng students if kami mismo masasabi nyo na, ay, si teacher naman, wala namang ethics yun, wala naman, di naman maganda yung values. Di ba? Yung mga ganon. So, next is resilience and of course ito kailangan nyo agility. So you have to demonstrate flexibility and of course your growth mindset. So you should be flexible pagdating sa pag nandoon ka na sa work mo, 'di ba? So you will be working with a team or a multi-group na you are solving a certain complex problem. So dapat talagang ang level of expertise mo, how you adapt changes and so on, so na-develop. So dapat dito pa lang, and of course in your subjects like RCD, steel, you are doing plates and so on. So doon pa lang yung expertise mo madi-develop. So those will be linked towards the attainment of that outcome. Then of course, national and global responsiveness. So ang graduates, when you graduate or you leave the school na, the institution, dapat you should exhibit a deep sense of nationalism. So, it doesn't mean na kailangan hindi ka mag-abroad. It doesn't mean pag nag-abroad ka, wala kang nationalism. No? Kasi for me, I work abroad for 13 years. Then I came back in the Philippines to work now as a professor. So, ang importante dito, since we have what we call the globalization, so it is both the national and the global community. Dapat may deep sense ka naman doon ng yung commitment mo on how you are going to perform your work. No? So, it promotes and fulfill various advocacies for human and social development. Take note that siyempre tao tayo. So you will be dealing with social problems, social interactions, and so on. So even in the construction industry that you will be dealing with people of different fields of engineering, pero kayo magkakasama doon. Then you will be dealing with your your workers like the laborers, the masons, the carpenters, and so on. So iba-ibang level of social interaction ang meron doon. So dapat na ma-develop 'yon habang students ka pa on how you are going to be responsive to such issues. So, eto naman pinakita lang dito that yung mission na binasa natin kanina is actually aligned to our learning outcomes. Kasi dapat magka-align siya, dapat sunod-sunod para papunta tayo doon. So, kung titingnan mo kanina, yung vision is aligned to the mission. Si mission, in-align natin sa learning outcome para natutupad yung mga outcome na gusto natin. So it is actually now going to the attainment of your mission. And definitely, ma-attain din natin yung aim natin na maging national university. Okay? So, ayan, for the civil engineering, we all know naman what is civil engineering. So, it's within the range of 3 to 5 years, the institution will actually contact the graduate and your employer kung nasaan na kayo. So ano yung titingnan sa kanila dito? Demonstrating engineering profession. So ibig sabihin, employed ba kayo sa different fields of civil engineering? Kasi baka naman after 3 years ang trabaho ng as civil engineer graduate nandoon siya sa SM, no, nagsi-sales lady or nagka-cashier or nasa fast food chain. So hindi yun yung expectation ni institution. So dapat nandoon ka sa field na pinag-aralan natin. Then there should be social and ethical responsibility. So na-discuss na natin to kanina sa institutional learning outcome. So sa program din dapat merong ganon. So paano natin yun malalaman? So dapat daw yung mga graduate, kayo mismo are committed members of your professional organization or any allied organization. So dapat member ka ng PICE. Isa yun kasi yun yung organization ng civil. Pero you can also be a member of the ASEAN. You can also be a member of like sanitary engineers, no? Any other allied organizations. Then number 3 is lifelong learning. So dapat hindi titigil after graduation, dapat you have to look forward. Hindi ko sinasabi na all of you should proceed or took master's degree, doctorate degree. Nasa sa inyo 'yon kasi depende sa field na pinagtatrabahuan nyo. But then having it involved in a continuous training and development will help you grow in your lifelong learning journey. No, so yun yung maganda pag sa student ka pa lang na-train yun na sanay ka na palaging uma-attend ng mga activities, uma-attend ng mga extension programs, uma-attend ng mga seminars, maipagpapatuloy mo yan even if you are still working in the industry. So, eto naman yung mga sa PEO na tatlo, we have 3 PEOs. So ito yung mga indicator. So I will not discuss in detail na. Ang indicator is yung pag-measure ng institution kasi si PUP ang magme-measure niyan. So for example, sample lang tayo sa PEO1, yung paano daw na demonstrate na you are working in your engineering profession. So ang unang tanong, graduate demonstrate technical expertise. So, tatanungin ngayon yung employer mo. So, si ganito ba, ano yung level of technical expertise doon sa kanyang position? No? Graduate develop management skills. So, ito bang estudyante namin na nag-graduate, na nag-work sa inyo, ano yung rank niya before siya pumasok, then sa ngayon, after 3 years or 5 years. Kasi, of course naman, within 5 years, you are expecting to be promoted. No? So from site engineer siguro naman naging senior site engineer ka. You started with a junior site engineer. So hanggang sa mamaya 5 years after graduation manager ka na pala, 'di ba? So yun yung mga expectations. So those are the indicators, no? So anyway, ang gumagawa naman niyan is actually yung sa I just don't know in PUP kung anong office yon, but it should be yung sa external relations na office. So ito is just a proof that we have the alignment of your PEO doon sa mga institutional learning outcome. Na yung program, yung outcome ni program, naka-align doon sa outcome ni institution. No, kasi baka mamaya yung gusto ni civil engineering program na outcome ng students or graduates ang layo pala doon sa gusto ng PUP, no? So in this presentation, you can see na naka-align naman pala siya. Okay? So ito namang mga student outcomes, you can see it in I will not discuss no kasi marami itong student outcomes, but you can see it in the syllabus, no? I don't have yet the final syllabus. I'm still waiting na release yung syllabus sa department. So I'll be giving you a copy of the syllabus. So kaya doon makikita niyo itong mga student outcomes. So for example, apply knowledge of mathematics and science. So ang tanong, in our subject ngayon na itong enrolled nyo, ma-apply nyo ba yung math and science? So yun yung tanong. So at the end of the term, i-evaluate naman kahit ako si faculty and the department, we will evaluate kung na-i-apply nyo ba. So based on exam, nagamit nyo ba yung mga pag-aralan nyo ng mga mathematics, mga science subjects before and so on, di ba? So conduct investigation of complex engineering problems using research-based knowledge. Ito naman, second outcome is nakadepende doon sa mga laboratory or research subject. So, not all SO is linked to a certain subject. So siguro in our subject, meron lang tayong iilan. Like for example, yung A, it is applicable sa ating subject. Yung B, hindi kasi we don't have research and laboratory except kung magpagawa ako sa inyo ng isang research paper. Diba? So, C is design solutions for complex engineering problems. Ito yung mga subjects na may mga plates like RCD, steel, no, yung may mga output. D is function effectively as an individual and as a member or leader. Ito, letter D can be applied to our subject. So, pwede yung D. Why? Because there could be projects, there could be activities na I will be grouping you. So, ang kailangan i-develop is for you to become a good member and a good leader. So, kailangan yun yung ma-develop. So, dapat dapat daw there are diverse teams and multidisciplinary settings. So, dapat yun yung trading natin sa inyo. Especially, for example, we are a big number of yung class natin is malaki. Letter is identify, formulate, research literature, and so on. Ito pang mga sa research, no? Yung F is apply ethical principles. Ito mostly on yung sa construction management and ethics na mga subjects, no? Communicate effectively. Ito ano to, pwede rin to sa atin. So mag-iisip na lang tayo ng way on how I can develop your communication skills, no? Ang ibang subjects there are parang nagre-report, 'di ba? Parang nag-oral report or pwede naman magpagawa ako sa inyo ng written report. So it is both about communication. So sana ma-develop 'yon, no, sa inyo. Understand and evaluate sustainability and impact of professional engineering work in solving complex engineering problems. So titingnan natin kung kasi hindi ko pa nakikita yung syllabus, if I can actually come up with a final project wherein you are going to solve a certain or existing engineering problem in the society. Natingnan natin. So recognize the need for and have the preparation of ability to engage in independent and lifelong learning. Mostly itong letter I nakaangkla to doon sa mga subject na may mga field trip, may mga seminars. No? Letter J, apply reasoning informed by contextual knowledge to assess societal, health, safety, legal, and cultural issues, and consequent responsibilities relevant to professional engineering practice. Itong letter J as in set to for a thesis. Kasi ang thesis nyo dapat it should address the different constraints. Ano yung mga constraints about society issues, health issues, safety issues, legal issues, and cultural issues, and so on. So kaya mostly ang mga ina-assess dito sa student outcome na to yung mga terminal subjects, no? Like thesis, yan, seminars and field trips, and so on. Letter K is create, select, and apply appropriate techniques. Ito naman yung mga engineering IT tools dapat develop. I'll try if we can find some ito kasi yung mga sa laboratory na may gumagamit ng mga simulation, no? Dapat advanced tayo in terms of mga technology. Okay? So I think may message ang Zoom, it is less than 1 minute. If it will kasi magka-cut 'yan, balik lang tayo sa link, no? I-open ko uli ang link, no, para matapos lang natin yung class natin. Okay? So hayaan mo lang siya maputol, then let us go back again. So the last outcome is demonstrate knowledge and understanding of engineering management principles. So this is about management principles naman. So mostly doon to sa construction management na mga subject. So